Vet said, what up, though? Yeah. So shout out to all of my chasers. I'm going to be reading super chats throughout the show. But before we get started with the show, have y'all heard anything about this right here? This Airbnb situation? Let me bring you up to the front of the congregation.
A Brentwood homeowner who rented his guest house on Airbnb cannot get rid of the woman living there.
And it's turned into a legal battle, and now the woman is demanding that he pay her to leave. KTLA's Andy Rose Ramos live in Brentwood to try to explain. Andy Rose, good morning.
It's such a doozy, and now she's saying she won't leave for anything less than $100,000. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm going.
It's such a doozy. Nah. Somebody gonna get their muffin top pushed back, right? You know what I'm saying? They muffin cap pushed back flat. Ain't nothing doozy about it. You telling me I gotta pay you 100 bands to be able to get... You know, I drove by my properties today, one of the properties that's already getting built, because I drive by every day to check on the progress, talk to the contractors, see how everything is going or whatever like that. And I just couldn't imagine. I just can't imagine that the city and the states and the federal agencies and the government won't have my back. See, these are the real finessers. These are the real scammers that people aren't having a conversation about. How can you move into somebody else's crib? Let me finish the rest of the story because I haven't actually researched this yet. Somebody sent this to me, so I thought I'd include it to react to it early in the morning before we really got into the thick of things. What a doozy. Let me rewind this a little bit.
Try to explain. Andy Rose, good morning.
It's such a doozy, and now she's saying she won't leave for anything less than $100,000. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm going to try and explain. We're here in front of said house in Brentwood on Tiger Tail Road. I'll get out of the way so you can take a better look. If you want to see, there's a white gate on the right-hand side. That's the main house where the owner and his family lives currently. Over on the left side, after this truck goes through, you will see that there's a garage and there's an ADU on the other side. That is where the Airbnb guest has been living rent-free for the past year and a half. All right, she's now being called by the homeowner's attorney, the Airbnb guest from hell. Here's more of what he had to say.
In my review of a lot of the emails, at the end of the 6 months, she started coming up with a bunch of reasons not to leave, relocations, a whole bunch of things. And in my view, the whole plan was to extort money from him so that she would leave. So we filed a lawsuit to evict her, the unlawful detainer, and then we filed one for damages for back rent. He's very frustrated. He's got a person that's hostile across from him, won't let him in to even see the place, which he has a right to. Our goal is to have her evicted by law. And then our goal is to have a judgment against her that's on paper so that other people of LA will know that people do this.
I know it's Tuesday, so I'm going to be very careful about my verbiage. Y'all ain't got to turn me down in the daycares. Y'all ain't got to turn me down in the church. Leave me up. I ain't going to curse today. I hope. Y'all in LA, Los Angeles, Brentwood, Calabasas, wherever it is that you are, y'all are some POSs. I wish I could say the word. I wish it was Friday or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Your whole state of California is a POS. Y'all are trash. The very idea that we uphold laws to protect criminals, and she's literally living in the exact same estate, like on the same property, everything. So he can't even go into the place that he lived next to. He got to stay confined to one part, and she can't even get out because this chick just finessed him, and all you can do is try to evict her? Man, let me tell you something. She asking for $100,000. I know somebody that'll do it for $1,000. I know somebody in Detroit that'll get it removed for $1,000, and they're going to do it a little bit differently than the sheriff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? $1,000. Y'all got people over there, and they got laws to protect squatters. Oh, my God. See, down there in Arkansas, where y'all over there complaining, they get y'all up out of there in 25 minutes, not 25 days, not 25 weeks. And 25 minutes over there in Arkansas, they're going to have you out on the street immediately. Listen, don't pay your rent. Be 25 minutes late on your rent and see what happened over there in Arkansas. over there in the MISSISSIPP. Dog, you getting thrown out. Man, look, bro. Thank God I've never had this problem. But I'ma just tell you, bro. I'm kicking in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard is Papa, don't hit me no more. Disrespect my chick, my Imperial. Mess around, get made of milk box material. You feel me? That's a little bit beyond y'all age. A lot of y'all not familiar with Biggie, but we gonna continue. I want to hear the rest of the story real quick.
Okay, here's how it all started. Elizabeth Hirschhorn rented the Airbnb until March 2022, only she never left. According to the LA Times, who obtained the lawsuit, the owner of the house, Sasha Jovanovic, said she could stay.
Look at this dude. He a physician, went to work. He got his doctor's outfit on, ready to start his TikTok, and this man is getting finessed. All right. So it's always going to be a woman that finesse a man. We know that.
Times, who obtained the lawsuit, the owner of the house, Sasha Jovanovic, said she could stay for a few more weeks, which she did, and then stayed for another year and a half without paying rent. The LA Times reporting the tenant, Elizabeth, is suing, saying the two sides had a long-term lease separate from Airbnb, and then she contacted the city of LA, who said the ADU isn't up to code, and that the homeowner could not evict her until he could prove the unit was up to code. Well, see,
Jesus.
He says he wants to make the necessary changes inside the unit, but that the tenant won't let him in. Now, the tenant, Elizabeth Hirschhorn, is asking for $100,000 in order to get out, and the homeowner, Sasha Jovanovic, is asking for over $60,000 in what she owes in rent. He says he's scared for his safety living next to this woman. We reached out to her attorney and have yet to hear back. But neighbors, I gotta tell you, we've spoken to them this morning, and they are on the owner side. Take a listen.
Yeah, and it's not fair to the other neighbors, too. I mean, it's scary for the other neighbors. Who knows?
Yo, hold on. How old is this woman? 93? What a 28-year-old person's voice? Where they get that skin from? The Halloween store? Where they get that mask from? Yo, hold on. Give me a second. I didn't mean to do this. What the heck is going on this thing? Yo, it looked like she got too many tans. Let me see what she got to say.
Yeah, and it's not fair to the other neighbors, too. I mean, it's scary for the other neighbors. Who knows what she sounds very evil to me. I'd be scared to live next door. I mean, there's a lot of kids around here. I don't know what kind of...
What is the sun doing out there to y'all and out in California? Y'all need to, honestly, y'all got to stay out of the sun. This is crazy how y'all out here looking in California. I mean, this lady probably like 80, so who knows? She might not be 80 though. All right, let's continue.
A person she is to do this. She's not a kind person.
She's not a
Who
kind
knows?
person.
And he has kids.
All right, you might be wondering where Airbnb comes in and all this, because all of this started with a rental listed on their website. Well, they say because the homeowner let the tenant stay for a few more weeks after that lease or rental expired, that they wipe their hands of this entire business. They wipe their hands of any involvement. They say they aren't responsible. They've even taken down this rental property on their website, saying that the owner violated their terms of service. And so now this owner is on his own, as is the tenant, who says she's not going anywhere. Basically, this is a big red flag for a lot of folks who rent their rooms or any part of their home, to really know the terms and the conditions with which you're using Airbnb or any other website, VRBO, when you're doing and entering into this kind of type of rental. Reporting live from Brentwood, I'll send it.
Yo, listen, this is why y'all have to have y'all T's crossed and y'all I's dotted, because There are people looking to finesse you legally and illegally all across the board. I don't even do business with people when it comes to real estate or any kind of business. People hit me up all the time. Anton, let's do a business together. Let's do an Airbnb. Let's do a real estate deal. I'll be like, I'm going to just go ahead and put my own money up. I don't even go through banks. I don't even deal with banks because I don't want nobody hands in what I got going on. And I know that my team and the people that surround me that work for me, they cross their T's, they dot their I's, and they get paid handsomely as a result of it. I don't want to do no deal with no people. I'm not looking for no investors. I'll invest in somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I'll put some money into somebody else's business. I'll become a silent partner and make sure that I got, money involved in it or whatever like that. But man, I don't owe nobody nothing. Don't nobody owe me nothing. We cool. We just, if it ain't on the paperwork, then just leave it as it is. I don't need no money from nobody. I'm good all the way across the board. I'm gonna just make sure that people get the game. I'm gonna give them their insight and understanding. They can pay me for my services if that's what they decide to do as far as hire me from a coaching perspective. But I am not in any way, shape, and form trying to even play that game whatsoever. If it ain't in paper, if it ain't on contract, if it ain't doing it, I don't even get involved with Airbnbs. Everything that I have to do or everything that I do has to be a long-term thing. Because I'm telling you, when somebody violates you and they get into your property and they're able to do whatever it is that they want to do and they telling you to give them $100,000 to get out of living in your property free, that could stoke some emotions, because if you play with my money, you play with my emotions, Smokey. You play with my emotions, Smokey. He don't know what's going on in there. And she just leveraging the California laws to just finesse this dude out of a bag. And she don't care nothing about him. Don't care nothing about what he got going on. Don't care about his kids. She got a residence. She ain't got to do van life no more. She went in there with the intention and knew how to finesse him before he. And this is the thing. He operated out of ignorance. Oh, can I stay a couple more days? Yeah. And he tried to make a couple extra dollars and got burnt. Got burnt to a smithereen. Think about how he did it. And this is how y'all always get burnt up. And this is why I tell y'all to make sure that y'all take care of business and y'all do everything by the book. This is why it's important for you to have insurance when you drive in your car. It's important why if you're going to be on Airbnb, then abide by their terms of service. You have to make sure that you're covered on every front, because he thought that he was going to make a couple extra dollars by circumventing the fees. See, this is the real story. See, we really know what's going on. So let me break it down to you from a C student's perspective. He thought that he was going to make a couple extra dollars, not have to pay the fees, don't have to pay the cleaners, not the cleaning fees or anything that came along with Airbnb. So what happened was she booked it on Airbnb. She was supposed to get out at a specific time or a specific date. He said, and he probably wasn't communicating on the Airbnb app. He was probably doing through text message so he can circumvent the situation. She said, can I stay a couple more weeks? I'll just pay straight up. We don't even have to go through Airbnb. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's what's up. So he thought that he was getting an extra bag. Next thing you know, he had $60,000 in rent. He got finessed. It's the same way that y'all get finessed every single day with these chicks that set y'all up. They look at y'all as food. Y'all think that she love you. Y'all think that she appreciating you. Oh my God, I don't understand. Anton, how come I can't find love? She told you that she loved you. She already seen you as a mark the minute that she spotted you. She knew you was green. She wasn't going to try to get away with that with nobody else. She wasn't going to try to get away with it with nobody else. So now she finessing him. She playing the game, but she probably already did it before. So what she doing is saying, oh, whoa, no. According to the California law, you can't evict me. Or what do you mean evict you? We ain't even got no lease. You can't evict me. That's why I won't even buy a property or do business in California. You can't evict me until you bring the property up to code. Okay, well, what's code? Let me see what's in there. Oh, I'm not letting you in. It's all a finesse. It's all main toe 83 is the banana in the tailpipe. He tried to make a couple extra dollars. She knew that it was somebody that was going to take the bait as a result of it. And she came and she living in this good old neighborhood that is probably a multi-million-dollar property out there in California that she getting the bag for, and she dragging this dude through the mud. Ain't no police officer gonna step foot on it. Ain't nobody in the legislative branch is gonna help him. He paying his property taxes every single year. He a physician, he a doctor, he taking care of his kids. Tried to make a couple extra dollars and got burned as a result of it. Stay up out of these chicks' way because you're gonna find yourself in a difficult situation, and that's the part that they're not telling you.